So I'm at Home Depot and I'm looking for gutter guards, and I'm going to make a screen for my van window because I'm going on a van outing this weekend. I'm going to stay in the van, and I had nothing for ventilation, and I saw this hack with gutter guards that you can do for your van windows or your car windows if you're a car camper. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And I just went to Home Depot, and you see the gutter guards has screen on one side, and then the plastic type whatever on the other side, and it even has a track. Look at that, so you could fit it right in your window. You just got to cut it to fix. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on that today. It's very, very windy out today, and so yeah, I'm in the Home Depot. And I'm going to try to see how this works for me. And if you're watching this, that means it must have worked because I'm showing you how it works. Stay tuned.
Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. And we'll dance the night.
Well, our weather is looking pretty nasty here. I'm just leaving Aldi's. You know, I needed to get some groceries, but that wind is, look at the wind blowing. Look at the trees. I needed to get some groceries, and I just figured I'm just going to go to Aldi's really quick and get me some, just what I need. You know, it's so humid, very humid. And when it's humid like this, I can hear it in my brakes. They make all kinds of weird noises. But anyway, the skies look pretty crummy, but it's supposed to rain, but not until later tonight. So I don't know, but I'm just hoping all this stuff blows over. But the wind is blowing pretty strong. I mean, my whole camper was shaking earlier, you know. But they're like big gusts. I'm headed back to the RV park because I know Danny's like scared to death. So I'm going to get back there. I'm going to stop probably and get some gas beforehand because blowing, yeah, it's pretty gusty wind. I mean, because it's blowing the van. I hate when it blows the van all over the place. I just hope it doesn't get really nasty, rainy out, you know. Because, you know, people leave all their stuff out on their campsites, and then it goes blowing all over the place, and then it blows into other people's campsites, you know. They need to pick up their shit. I got all my stuff put away because except for my Starlink. Pretty windy, and I thought I'd stop and get some gas. This way I know I got my gas. And it's like, whoa, it's pushing me all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna be the hurricane guy. What's his name? When he's in town, Jim Cantori. Must be a relative of mine. It's Italian and ends in a vowel. But yeah, it's pretty windy, and I think we're going to get a really bad storm, if you can hear me. I think we're going to get a really bad storm coming up, so I'm getting my gasoline while I can. Well, I'm going to have to put my project to the side right now because it's going to be raining really, really bad. So I went ahead and am having breakfast for dinner. I made myself some French toast with butter and keto syrup and strawberries. I told you it was going to rain. Look at it. It's coming down like crazy. Okay, now let's get to this project. Now that it's the next day and it's not raining anymore. So I took my old Reflectic that I've cut to fit my windows, and I'm going to use that as a pattern because it already fits in my window. And I'm going to use that with the gutter guard, and I'm going to cut the gutter guard to fit into my window for my Ford Transit so that I can get some air when I go to my van meetup this weekend at Fort Myers Beach. It's a fundraiser. Since I'm in a camper and I really don't have a lot of space, I'm going to be using it on my kitchen counter here. So all I have to do is put it here and trace it. This direction will be for my driver's side window, and I want the screen on the inside, and I want the tracking on the bottom. Here's the tracking, and here's the screen on the inside. I'll outline the perimeter or the edges of this once I cut it with some black Gorilla Tape just to seal the edges. But first I need to go ahead and trace it. I'm going to leave a little excess just in case because, you know, I want to make sure that it fits. I can always cut off more. And I'm going to have to use 2 of these. So for $2 for each window, what a deal. It's a no-brainer. We'll see how it works. So now I'm going to get my scissors and cut. Cut it. And you can see on my scissors on here, you can see the line where I outlined it. And it's supposed to work. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll have to get something else to cut with. It really wasn't too bad. It was cut pretty easy, fairly easy. I did have to use my knife, my little razor blade knife for the ends because they were thicker plastic, but all in all, it wasn't that difficult to cut with the scissors. I decided to use the white Gorilla Tape that I used on my solar panels when I used a second layer of tape to mount them to my roof of my RV. And it looks really nice with the white tape on there as opposed to the black Gorilla Tape I was going to use. We'll try these and see how it works. Okay, so you have to fit it to fit your windows. You know, and if you have a little gap, you're going to have to fill it in. You know, I mean, I didn't make a perfect pattern, but for $2 and for one weekend, it's all I need. So I'm going to try this and see how it works. I redid this in white tape because I like the way the white looks better. And it fits so much better in here now. And the only gap I have to fill is right here where the window turns. And that's like, you know, it can't be perfect because it's a track that fits there, you know? So, but it's going to keep the skeeters out. I could actually just add a little piece of tape right here. And I don't think that that's going to be a big deal because it actually will cover it. And I'll push it from the outside. But basically, it just has to fit. I'll just have to put a little piece of tape right here to cover that little square gap, which will overhang. It won't be a big deal. And if I'm really anal about it, I could add a little piece of tape over here. And it'll fit perfect. And I could already feel a breeze coming in. That's just for the driver's side. I tried to do the passenger side, but I messed it up. So I have to go back to the cutting board. Yeah, turn off the AC. But if you're patient and you cut a good pattern, it will fit, with the exception of like right here, because, you know, this is a straight edge. It's not curved. So if you want, you know, it's just not good unless, even if you were to cut this, you can't cut it curved. It's never going to be straight, no matter how far you put the window up. And you don't want to put the window too far up because you want the air to come in. You don't want the air to be blocked. And as it is, it's a, you know, I've got the rain guard on the outside. But that'll work. I just have to add a little piece of tape right here. But I like the white tape better. Let's see how it looks from the outside. Looks pretty good. Like I said, just a little bit of tape right on the outside that'll just like overlap out here and just kind of hang there. And got yourself some screening. You don't have to have your window all the way open. And you got some netting for the skeeters. Gutter guards. Home Depot. Gorilla Tape. That's all you need.